rundown show, you know. I'm here for the stories that's new, that's old, what story this week has not been told. Jeez, it's been a fucking minute. Don't know why I've still got this dead lollipop, yeah, that I've had for like the past 5 minutes as I'm getting ready, as I'm wiping the sweat off man's face and that, because it's fucking baking. Listen, yeah, I was gonna do this in a string vest, but if I had my nipples poking through, I knew that YouTube would fucking flag it, or some hater would flag my nipple in like, why you, listen, big man thing. But yeah, man, glad to be fucking back. I'm trying to think of my last episode of the Rundown Show. I'm sure it would have been last year, January, because I had that B-Tech COVID and that, and it did me dirty. I was like, raw, man, got the Rona and that, and I took the test, 2 tests and that, and it was like negative. I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, it is what it is, innit? So yeah, man, I'm back with the Rundown Show. What is the Rundown Show? Basically, I'll probably talk about a couple topics that's happened in a week, innit? So I got one man podcast. I gotta get rid of this lollipop because it's just sticking to man's gums, and that is just not attractive, innit? Shouts out to all the sexy fat punani girl out there. Where can I put this? I don't have a bin by me, so I can put it somewhere, and you're probably thinking, raw, man's got a bin. No, I would have put it on a DVD. Okay, so yeah, I didn't think about that before I started the show. Bruh. Don't watch the way man eats lollipop like man's fresh out of jail and that. Yeah, don't judge me. I don't judge you lot. Found some tissue just in case you thought, yeah. They put it back on another DVD case. Think say man didn't know. Yeah, man, so we're back with the Rundown Show. Myself, Biggs, aka Tim Big Sexy. Senkit's finest blood clotting out of chase. Anyway, I only want to talk about a couple things because I want to make it short and sweet. Hopefully I can be consistent. I can drop this every Monday, Tuesday the latest, weekly. Yeah, man, so what I want to talk about this week, I want to talk about Irv Gotti, the Irv Gotti on Drink Champs episode. That got me in my feelings to see another black man in his feelings. Yeah, if you've never seen it, watch it. Just go watch it. And like, if you don't know what Drink Champs is Noriega. What? What's the other one? Homeboy, I came to party. AKA Nori, N-O-R-E. His podcast, Drink Champs with DJ EFN. They had Irv Gotti on there with Ja Rule. Irv Gotti's been on there before. I can't remember who was on that episode with him, but he is somebody that is a good person to have on a podcast because he likes to talk. That's a dream to have a guest like Irv Gotti. All you're gonna get is the real, but the real that I heard today, well not today, that I heard a couple of days ago when I watched the full episode. And the full episode was like 3 hours. It's a Titanic thing, so you're gonna need your popcorn to what's the cheese dip thing with the Doritos, with the fake Doritos, nachos. I can't believe I forgot that. That's how long it's been since I've been in the cinema. Fuck it out. Yeah, might need a packed lunch. Yeah, cause it's long like giraffe pussy. So basically, Irv Gotti and Ja Rule on Drink Champs kind of talking about the murder documentary that's coming out on BT sometime soon. I don't think they gave a release date. They just kept mentioning like every 20 minutes, like, it's on the documentary. They spoke about something. It's on the documentary. They spoke about something. It's on the documentary. It's like, fuck it out. We get it, man. Like, but this 3 hours was like, it was a bit of a cringe kind of episode because here's my thing. Irv Gotti's talking about he had relationships with Ashanti when Ashanti first came out in like 02 and that. I've heard him say that before. I don't know if it was on Drink Champs or another podcast or somewhere else. I've heard Irv Gotti talk about him dating Ashanti at some point, and he's never gone into like details of how that relationship kind of went. So we kind of gave Drink Champs now like the full rundown of what's happened, and it's like, for me, you see like when man them say, yeah man get bare pussy and that, them are the same brothers, yeah, that can get stuck on a girl. I swear to you on everything that I love, the man them that say, yo man got bare girl, they're the man crying to girl on the phone saying, oh babes, I need you, like snot and that. Oh. The man never put their life on the line, talking the wickedest, talking, oh, I'll go kill myself. Big man, you gotta relax. You just gotta relax. You can't listen, ladies. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's happened to how much of your man try to use his life as a lifeline, like he's on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Big man, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? But each their own. But it's just like when you see it publicly, it's like, oh, it don't sit well with me as a, like he was calling her a bitch and that. So there was one point where he's talking about, okay, so after the relationship's done, I think the relationship between them two kind of went sour when he had that court case in it where the FBI was trying to get him for some, what do you call it, money laundering thing, and he weren't on it. But he was saying Ashanti wasn't on it. She was like, her team was telling her, nah, Irv Gotti's gonna go to jail and that his people's gonna go to jail, Murder Inc.'s flopping, and he was just like, I told you, I'm innocent, bitch.
That's all part of what I'm saying. Right. I'm getting millions of dollars with my bitch. Motherfucker, Gotti's gonna go to jail,
Yep.
and you're free.
Like, distance yourself.
Yes.
Newsflash, not guilty, bitch. Not guilty, bitch. You and your team, not guilty, bitch.
Like, like, listen, yeah. Like, if I look at Ashanti now, respectfully, I think she's got good pussy. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Now, 2022, I just assume, I'm making a big assumption, yeah, that I think she's got great punani peshwari. I just feel like, to Ashanti, because I was always an Ashanti fan as soon as she came through with Foolish. I felt like she never had that. You know, when you look at Rihanna, I don't know if any other man, or even any woman, I don't know if you look at Rihanna and feel like, rah. Since early, not from the first album, not Music of the Sun, since like second album, since she went to the pop kind of thing, you look at Rihanna like, I know, say this girl is on smoke. You close that bedroom door with Rihanna, you know it's crud. Like, listen, Chris didn't want that to leave. He didn't want that to leave. Like, yeah, back to Ashanti. I don't think Ashanti had great punani peshwari in 02, but the way Irv was moving, Irv was talking like raw. He is heartbroken. There's nothing wrong with having your heart broken if you've been in love with somebody and shit didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. But because we've all been in relationships where shit's hit the fan and it's like raw. Fucking hell, like, I can't get my babes back. You get me? Man, them, you know this. Obviously, some man are gonna be like, blood, I ain't been in that situation, blood. Man, don't love no girl, you get me? Man, a bad man. Man, a shut up, blood. Man, a jealous blood. What? Oh, dog, like we are the gal in the tools and treat. Like, man will say that, but big man, you can't get to my age, like 30 plus, and tell me you've never been in love with a woman. That's not family. Not your mom, your grandma, your daughter, your sisters. No, man, love with a woman, a partner. You've wasted a lot of time, you know, fam. I'll be honest with you, you've wasted time. Even if your thing was short like Danny DeVito doing a limbo, like, you have to kind of at some point experience it, even if it's a quick spell of it. You get me? Just a quick 6 months. Like, obviously you could be linking and slapping it for like years and that, and 2-2 you feel like, nah, this is the one. 2-2's only lasted like 6 months, but you wanted it because you was falling for the thing, and then you fell in love and then it didn't work out, whatever. Like, gal, ask the man them. Obviously most man might say no. I'm an honest book. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Yeah, I've been in love, yeah, but I ain't been like Irv Gotti. I don't want the Irv love. Bruh. Like, listen, God, Lord protect. I never want to be in a position where I'm talking about a girl that I loved 20 years later.
No, and just to be clear, there's no me without you.
That was a fucking song.
Yeah, I realized that.
Outrageous fucking behavior from Irv Gotti. When you're a big millionaire talking about, I got shows and I got films to do with BT, I'm getting a big bag like 250 million and that. Listen, big man, that Ashanti thing 20 years ago. For me, it's also when he started talking about when Ashanti started dating Nelly and he found out and he was talking about, yeah, I remember what I was doing. I was watching a basketball game. This such and such team was playing. I'm like, raw. Big man, do you know the time? The Pacific time that this was on? Do you know exactly what day? Do you know what you ate for breakfast that morning? Do you know if you went to what the fuck is going on? Because I'm thinking, if your girl leaves you, yeah, like, I've never, like, touch wood, I've never had a girl cheat on man like that. Okay, like, that sounds like I've had a girl cheat on me, but not like I've not had a woman cheat on me that I've known about in that relationship. Yeah, touch wood at this big age. But to have your woman leave you for another man, and that next man is Nelly, at that time you gotta kind of be like, You get me? That's down, baby. No, baby. Boom, boom, baby. No, what? Listen to me now. Light it up and take a what? Come on, brother. That's no matter what I do, all I think about is you. Listen, that's long, innit? That's long. Like, there's no point arguing that. Like, you have to just take that on the chin, bro. Pause. No homo. You just have to take that because it makes no sense for you to keep bringing it up, because that now sounds like you've still got beef with Ashanti and Nelly for taking your gal. I'm just saying, man, then you're allowed to fall in love with whoever you want to fall in love with, but let that shit die down. You get me? Let that shit die down. That there's, allow it, fam. Allow it. Big man thing. Yeah, allow it. You're allowed to feel heartbroken. You get me? Everyone's allowed to. Man them, you're allowed to. That's why man them's fucking suicide rate is the most, innit? It's compared to women's, it's high. It really is. But Irv was like, I know it's a safe space, but you know when you want to talk about it, okay, you can talk about it, but he kept backtracking to it, and it's like, yo, Ashanti's pussy must be great. You know when it's just magnificent, like, oh, it's poca bro, kusme. It's poca bro, kusme. Like, yo.
I didn't want it to stop.
Sounds like you did not want it to stop.
He did not want it to
Did
stop.
not want it to stop.
I think we could take
Sorry.
it. He did not
Take it.
As an ex-hurt nigga.
Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Like, I've never seen a man talk about a woman like that in that sort of depth. That was just like raw.
And you hearing these words, y'all in love and shit. Y'all every day we together.
See, that's the problem. I think
Every day for like 2 years, except the day she's with Nelly.
shit got real. Shit got real for me.
I don't know, for Ja Rule, he must have felt a little bit uncomfortable because he still like tours with Ashanti and does bare shows with Ashanti. So to hear like your best friend tell like one of your best female friends, oh, she's a bitch and rare. He tried to, you know, Nora called him Switzerland to just play diplomatic, but you can't be diplomatic when a man's calling a bitch and that. Like, that's where it's like, yo, relax. Gotta relax on that one. Yeah, man, stop getting your heart broken. Like, obviously, years have passed. So most men nowadays in 2022 knowing it. If you're gonna date a bad bitch, know what comes with dating a bad bitch. Me, I ain't got the heart for dating no bad bitch. The gal that's got more than 3,000 followers on Instagram, fuck all of that. I just ain't got that. You wanna call me insecure? Call me insecure. I just know what I know. I like what I like. I like women that don't wanna go to Ibiza. You get me? Like, nah. I like women that don't wanna go to Faliraki. I like women that wanna go to the Caribbean. Don't get me wrong, she can still get long dick from Winston in the Caribbean, you know. She still can. But when you're going to Ibiza, you know you're getting the length. You go in there for that, and you might be getting it every night, because the stories I hear, even to this day, 2022, you still hear the stories of like, raw, man, them are on smoke, gal, them are on all the smoke, you get me? It is what it is, man, so I've got a fucking allow it, bro.
I think I asked you this before. I'm gonna ask you again.
Yeah.
You don't go on her gram sometime and be
Absolutely not.
like, come on, guys.
Nah, I don't know when, I don't care if it's a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. We need a response because she went claiming that body. I'm sure I've heard Ashanti deny sleeping with Irv Gotti. So from when a woman denies that body count.
Okay.
But she's never gonna do that because she's never gonna say she was in love with me. She's never gonna say we was together.
Man, you gotta behave. Like, it was long when I heard Eminem kept talking about Mariah Carey, and that's Mariah Carey. Like, I don't want to be in that position of like, who do I believe? Like, I don't want that. Man, you shouldn't want that. There's no point telling somebody, yeah, I slept with my girl, and when it comes back to my girl's saying, what, my man? I ain't sleep with my man. There's no point in you going back and forth like, yeah, remember that time? And then you know that thing that you like when they put my finger on you and you, bro, louder, allow it. If she's saying it didn't happen, I'd say, because you should know as a man. Clap them cheeks, yeah, all day, fam. Had them cheeks. That's your thing. That's supposed to be enough for you as a man. You ain't gotta go into all of that and say rare. But yeah, I'm gonna let that go now. I don't really have any more topics apart from the trim that I've got. Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to a guy called Luke from Ronan's Barbers. Yeah, my man, yeah, gave me a trim, and look at the trim. The trim's all right. Look at it. I'm all right, innit? If you seen me beforehand, though. Oh, you're killing it.
A few moments later.
Sharp still. Feel blessed to be blood clot back. Yeah, nice man upstairs. Alright, where can they catch you, man, if they want to find you on social?
R.I.P cut tomorrow in Barber Club.
Yeah? Alright then, that's what we're talking about right there. I gotta get a trim. So I've gone on to, I get my haircut from my brethren Platty, Millie Cuts and Neutrals. I've gone on to the Booksy app. Platty's booked up. I can't even get a shape up. I'm like, Ross. I'm like, fuck. Platty works with another guy called Rick the Barber. Rick's booked up. And I'm like, yo, I don't really trust nobody else on my trim. I don't know what it is about us black men. Caribbean men, I don't know about anybody else, but as Caribbean men, we've got that one barber in it. We're not trying to go to different barbers, have different energies in our scalp and that car. We really do believe that. But I've gone to this, I've looked on Booksy and I've seen this barber and like the ratings were good and I'm like, Alright, cool. Alright, safe. So I'm like, fuck it, let me go there. Let me see what I go on. So I've gone there now. And I'm on crutches now, and obviously you can't see me now, but I'm on crutch right now because of my foot's fucked. And the stairs, oh my days, it feels like this is what it's gonna look like going to heaven. The stairs is long. You know when a staircase just, where you can just look at staircase and do this? Like, I was like, raw, this is high like Snoop, fam. This is long. So I'm there hobbling up. I get to the top now. There's 3 barbers. First Donny that I see, he's just said, oh, go to my man at the end. So like a young white guy, and I'm looking thinking, I know how it is in barbershops. You know, like in old barbershops, if like obviously my barbershop used books in our but back in the day barbershops, you know, when you used to go in there and your barber, the main barber was probably busy, like he's got bare bookings and that bare man wanna go to him and he'll send you down to the junior or the apprentice, and I thought, oh fuck yeah, no. I'm like, I'm in a white barber shop, but I'm looking at the pictures on Booksy and I'm like, their skin fades look kind of decent still. I'm thinking to myself though, I'm team big sexy, and so the way that I look now, I'm comfortable and confident with my afro, my beard's all fucked, so I'm thinking, what's my man gonna do? What's the worst that my man's gonna do? I ain't got time to be the one that's in the barber chair like, yo, make sure you do that right, you know, or make sure you shape up man's thing. I trust the process, you get me? I've looked at him, he's looked at me, and I could see like, in his mind he's like, okay, I got this. I think I got this. Oh, shit. Like, I could see that in him. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to go in his chair, make him give me a trim because he needs to build that confidence. I've cut in black hair because he's probably used to cutting like white guy's hair or Asian guy's hair. So yeah, man. This is the first trim I've ever had in my life by a white guy. Shouts out to Luke from Rolling Barbers. Like, check out the grays and that. Stress is mad, yeah? This is why, tell them. It's like, from stress out your man. Cha. Yeah, look at that though. It's all right, innit? Yeah, look at the beard and that. Yeah, my man's done a job, blood. Shouts out to Luke. Yeah, shouts out to you each and every blood clot time. I will go back there. So it's like, yeah, man, let him do his thing, car. Everybody's got to start from somewhere, you get me? So yeah, I just wanted to quickly throw that in there. Shouts out to Luke once again. I swear that I got home and started looking at myself and I'm like, raw. I've always been a umting babe, but I look super umting babe right now.
And that's the word you're looking for.
Last thing I wanted to talk about, I was at a funeral. I mentioned the funeral. So I went to a school friend's funeral on last week Friday. So rest in peace to my friend Jade. It's like, it hit me differently when my brethren Jammer phoned me now. It's phoned me when Jade's passed. And as he said it, it just, you know when something hits you in your chest, like, what? Jade, so I went to Holy Trinity School in Smallheath. I'm class of 1997 to 2002. Everybody got along with everybody because a lot of the people was related to somebody, whether you relate to somebody in a higher year or a younger year or in the same year. So everybody was cool, we was close from 97 to 2002. Unfortunately, after 2002, we all kind of go our separate ways because we all go in colleges, we're all linking gals. Some of the Asian Donnies got married early and some people you don't get to see, you get me? So I was like, fuck. Now, so when I heard the news, I was like, raw, this is gonna be a big funeral. Like, because Jade was very popular, and a lot of people say, oh, such and such was popular. You know, like when somebody's passed away. I don't like that because not everybody was. Like, don't go to my funeral when I die and be like, yeah, man, Biggs was popular. No, the fuck I'm not. Bruh. I don't know nobody. Nobody don't know me. What you talking about, Willis? Don't put my business out there in the streets. And I was like, raw. And I'm thinking a lot of the classmates are definitely gonna be there. And the funeral happened on Friday. So obviously she would have had her best friends from school that was obviously there. Shouts out to Layla, shouts out to Nadine. Obviously I went there with my brethren Jammer, my brethren R.I.P. And it was like, where's everybody else? Shouts out to Quinny that came as well. I was like, where's everybody else? Because for me, in my eyes, Jade was a popular girl when we was in school. Jade was a beautiful girl. And the reason why I can say girl, because I know her from 1997 to 2002. Yeah, we see each other out and about afterwards, but I don't know you. The girl that I grew with and know, oh my God. And I don't just mean like good looks, like features. I mean like someone you could raw just talk to. I'm not saying man are 14, fucking talking about some dark, deep secrets. But you know them girl you could raw just jam with. But nah, Jade had that. She had a good aura about her, you know, good energies. And now literally 20 years later, because I left school, we left school exactly 20 years now. Like right now, 20 years ago, we was waiting for our GCSEs, all of us. So it was like, fucking hell, it hit me, man. And regardless of what somebody passes away from, you gotta think like, man, are only mid-30s and that, so it's like, raw. But to know somebody that you went to school with, it was like, oh, it's a lot, man. Yeah, man, I definitely want to say big respect out to her family. It was a lot, and her family are like Amazonian warriors. Like, there's just girls. There's like 3 daughters and a mom. There's like no brothers and that, and I'm like, you just look at the front row of the funeral in the church, and you see pure women, just pure Amazonian women. I'm like, raw. It's like Wonder Woman and all her people. I'm like, fucking hell. Well, you could tell. I guess that's where the strength comes from. I don't know of her 2 sisters. I didn't even know she had sisters, but the Jade that I know was a strong woman. I think most of the women in my year were strong, to be fair. But it made me feel like, you know what? When I pass away, yeah, I said to myself, I'm only going to have like 100 people at my funeral. And I'm one of the people, if I say something more time, it's just going to carry on through. By the time I die, I give it to either my sisters, Tarina or Donnet. Because I'm not into, I said it to my dad before he passed away, like, I'm not into bad people turning up to your funeral. Yeah, I understand like the church is the main part in it, so a lot of people might want to pass through, but me, nah. I want to dress code. I think I might do all white. Listen, if you're part of my 100, it's gonna get invitations like it's a blood clot wedding. And if you don't follow the dress code, you're not getting in. You're not getting in with tracksuit bottoms or blue jeans or something like Versace or something mad. No. So yeah, man, it was a good send off. So I definitely want to say rest in peace, Jade, man. Such a beautiful woman and a beautiful soul. She got a little son called Kai. Yeah, man, it's gonna be hard, but I've lost a cousin earlier this year in January. Her kids are young as well, so it's hard when you lose a parent from a young age. And sometimes it's hard to get over some things. Some things I don't think you actually get over. I feel like some things you kind of mask, you kind of sweep under the rug in your brain and your heart, and you just go by your day to day in it because you've got to, because the world don't start for nobody. But inside, you know, every day it's just pain, it's pain, it's pain. Listen, Irv Gotti, the topic with Irv Gotti, like, how are you still talking about Shanti 20 years later? Like, that pain there shows you, my man still got the pain. Like, it's the week after he's found out she's gone with Nelly. Like, his pain is still open wound that's still there. And the wickedest thing, sorry, I'm going back to it quickly before I end this. The wickedest thing, Ashanti never had no kids with Nelly or anybody else. That's the burner. That is the heartache. That's when you need Gaviscon. You see, when your ex that you love has a baby, Bridgiano, I'm telling you now, hand on my fucking chest, that's the burner. A woman that you love, that you never had kids with, that you just had a relationship with, a loving relationship with, you broke up for whatever the reason may be, you see when she falls pregnant, that is the burner. That is when I'm not saying you should move like Gotti, but I would understand if Ashanti had a baby with Nelly or somebody else. It's like, yeah, man's still burning for that, you get me? My man's walking around like Charizard for no fucking reason. Let that go. But yeah, man, usually I get into what I'm listening to. I usually get into what I'm watching. I haven't watched Raising Kanan yet. It just started. Obviously, first episode was yesterday, 2 days ago. I ain't watched it yet. Music, I haven't listened to anybody new this week. So I feel like now I've got the show back. Now I'm going to stay up to date. I'm still bumping Mac, Last of the Real from Birmingham. He's a rapper. He's got a project called Rain Before the Rain, I think it is. And I'm still bumping Chris Brown's Breezy because there's about 50 tunes on there. I don't know why people like Chris Brown and D Block Europe fill up these goddamn CDs with bare tracks. I feel like if, you know, like CDs were 80 minutes. I feel like they must actually go over 80 minutes. Double this, that, like some Tupac, All Eyes on Me type shit. But yeah, I'm still bumping those 2 albums, my R&B and my hip hop. So yeah, I ain't even listened to nothing new. I don't know what's dropped the past 7 days or even 2 weeks. As I said, films, there's nothing new that I've watched that I want to talk about. TV series, I just gotta watch Raising Kanan, but because it's weekly, last year I felt like, yo, this is like crack. This is like crack. This is top tier Power. For me, Power seasons 1, 2 and 3, and then Raising Kanan, yeah, that's it for me. That's the order. Like, I think it's hard, so I don't want to watch it week by week. I'm like, nah, I need like 5, 6 episodes. Hopefully no one's gonna talk about it. I'm staying off Twitter. I don't really go on Twitter that much no more anyway. But I'm hoping nobody has too much spoiler alerts like it was fucking Top Boy. So yeah, man, myself, big thank you for listening to the rundown show. I gave you a quick rundown journey was longer than I expected. It was supposed to be a little 5-minute ting, little 8-minute ting. I don't know why I didn't say 5, 6, 7, 8. I just said 5 and 8. Mad ting. But yeah, man, it was good to be back. As I said, I'm going to be here every week. It's a one-man podcast doing my thing. If anybody wants to give me a topic that they've seen, forward it to me on my Instagram, BiggsTV7. Forward it to me on my TikTok, BiggsTV7. I'm here, innit? Like, let's talk about it. Get me. If you want to talk about something, put it in the comments. So definitely share, like, and subscribe to my channel, BiggsTV7. And I'll be back next week. Team Executive to the world. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.